Yo, what's up, everybody? It is your favorite YouTube channel in the galaxy, Diamond Hour Boys. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's your boy, Diamond Don Wannabe, back in the house once again. Yo, tell me, Chase, Paper Chase, you said you had a banger for me, one that goes back into your, your past, your history, that just touches your soul. What are we listening to today?
This song touches me in places a lot deeper than my soul. So, guys.
Touches you in places that even my pastor went in.
So, guys, if you've watched any of our other videos, you know that I like a certain genre of music that Simone, Diamond Don Wannabe, is not too familiar with. And that is the emo genre, pop punk, scene genre, whatever you want to say. And today we're going to take it back to one of the biggest emo bands of all time, actually probably undoubtedly the biggest emo band of all time, My Chemical Romance. We could go into many videos of My Chemical Romance. They're a fantastic band, but definitely the most iconic one is Welcome to the Black Parade. And you have no idea what you're about to watch, right? Or hear.
So My Chemical Romance, obviously, I know they're huge. I have no idea like how big they are, not my thing, like we already said. But that name is just so freaking hard.
That name is hard, huh?
It's just like one of those things that like when you hear it, like I was just immediately like, yo, that's a crazy name. Like regardless, like My Chemical Romance, like I identify with you, sir. I feel like we have some things in common if you came up with a name like that.
Fantastic name, and fantastic song. Let's get into this because there's a lot to break down in the video.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
Gotta be kind of careful with that, little gesture there. You know what I mean?
What your first initial thoughts? I gotta know what you think.
Oh, well, that's why I wanted to pause it, because I feel like that there's going to be like a breakdown that's coming in where they just start,
You're
rocking out, if you will. I don't know what the appropriate term for you emo scene
pause
kids
at the
is.
perfect time because it's coming in less
I could
than
feel
5
it.
seconds.
I could feel it. I was like, ooh, it's any second. I'm going to miss it. I don't want to, so I wanted to just pause because, he's talking about, the parade, joining the Black Parade, and his father, telling him that he's basically got to go fight his demons and all the darkness. So just that storytelling and intro is super epic. And then, of course, it's got the marching band music. So he's talking about the parade. Then they're like coming in with the marching like band music, which I just thought like artistically was a very nice choice. And the build up makes me feel like, I'm about to witness something pretty epic here. So,
well, I don't want to spoil the rest of the
Well,
video,
then
so I'm not
shut your
going to
mouth.
say too much, but there's a couple things I want to say that's very base level stuff. See the outfits that they're all wearing, that they're kind of matching? That has become like like, what's the word? I don't know. It's just what everybody wears at those emo shows now. It's like literally the fashion of the emos. Like it's like the
so they were the trendsetters.
Yeah,
that like started that.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, people just, especially if you go to like a My Chemical Romance show, it's like everybody's dressed in that style. So it's really cool to see.
Interesting.
We won't get into the song until
And it's
after
got
this
like
next-
some Tim Burton-esque vibes to me, like a little bit. So yeah.
This is a song for the outcasts out there. Like that's what it basically is. That's what the Black Parade is.
Okay, gotcha. I think that I was thinking for a second they were talking about like a BLM march or something. I was like, what are we doing here, folks?
Of course you would think that. You.
Sometimes I get the feeling she's watching over me, and other times I feel like I should go. And through it all, the rise and fall, the bodies in the streets. And when you're gone, we want you all to know we'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though we are said God, believe me, your memory will carry on, you'll carry on. And till our heart can't contain it, the answer won't explain it. A war that sends you reeling from decimated dreams. Your misery and hate will kill us all. So paint it black and take it back and let's shout it loud and clear. Defiant to the end, we hear the call to carry on, we'll carry on.
So I have to say that one of the reasons that I didn't listen to this type of music is because I just associated it with like kind of some of the kids that I knew that listened to it, and they
Yeah.
were kind of like moody, like shoegazer, type.
Like the outcasts and the weirdos.
Yeah, a little bit. And they
that.
seemed like
Yeah.
a little bit depressed, and that just wasn't my vibe. And I always associated that music with being kind of like depressing or down type of music. But this is like, to me, is like super upbeat.
Absolutely. And I think too, it goes back to even when I was, growing up younger or in high school, like this was some of the coolest music to listen to. And not even this band specifically, they got bigger as time went on. But, back then you got like, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus was, selling out stadiums.
I remember that name.
And it was like,
Never listened to any of their music.
a lot of their music was a little bit emo as well. I mean, they had some sad stuff to it, but just at that age, it was like the cool thing to like, even if you weren't moody, even if you weren't sad. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, and the people who kind of really,
I was just
like,
a hater, and I just shoved my emotions down into a bottle until I exploded in a violent rage. So, you know what I mean? I
You
probably should have listened to this music and like let it out and like cried a little
cry a
bit. You know
little
what I
bit.
mean?
I mean, some of these
Wore my
lyrics
heart
are
on my sleeve.
fantastic, bro. Like, I mean, not to mention, it's just the song structure. They've already pretty much had two parts that are like incredible
Mm-hmm.
choruses. You know what I mean? Like, but if you really break down and listen to the lyrics, like it's pretty deep, man.
I love the
Super well
drums on
written.
it too.
Mm-hmm. The drummer is fantastic.
Yeah.
The drummer is fantastic.
So you said you saw them?
Yes, I've seen them a few times, but I saw them recently.
Okay.
As well. Yeah, I saw them at When We Were Young Fest in 2024. So last year, last October. No, that's a lie. They weren't at that one. I saw them back in 2022. At
Gotcha.
When We Were Young.
No, I just got a moment because I love going to live shows, live music, concerts at Red Rocks and stuff like that. And so I just pictured like everybody like singing the song in unison, like screaming, like, so yeah, I when you're in a crowd like that and there's like a group of people and they're all like, love the music and they're all singing in unison, there's just something that's so epic about that. So that I just imagined like being in that crowd while they're just like belting it out and everyone's like singing all emotionally because they have like some connection to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, man.
Am I wrong?
No,
Am I
not
wrong?
at all. And I need to correct myself one more time. They played at both When We Were Young, 2022 and 2024. So I did see them.
Cap alert.
And this was like their biggest album.
Okay.
Welcome to the Black Parade was the album title. And in my opinion, they started getting more commercial, and as many bands do, they start to appeal more to the main, stream media. And for me, it's like their old stuff, bro, was so incredible and is what really launched them into stardom. But their new stuff is kind of what people hold on to. Like you go to their shows, it's a lot of younger people, people younger than me at least.
How old is this band? Now at this point, when did this song come out?
This came out. That's a good question.
Well, let's actually let it finish. Let me shut up.
Let me get this. Maybe like 2013, 14, maybe. I don't know. But they were around since I was a kid. I remember this being one of the first like pop punk bands I was like obsessed with when I was 7. Very young. $15 years ago. So so 2010. But yeah, man, they're pretty iconic in this scene, in this culture. Everybody knows who they are. Everybody loves them. Like I said, they became a little bit more not pop, but pop punky mainstream emo, and kind of like try hard emo. So a lot of their original listeners kind of stick with that. They're like, hey, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. That album is absolutely chef's kiss. And then the Black Parade is kind of, there's some good songs, but there's also some very unlistenable songs on there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, I'm glad I got to show you this today because I love this band.
All right. Well, let's see if, you can keep introducing me to some of this music because I actually enjoyed that. And before you know it, who knows? I might be coming in here with painted black fingernails and eyeliner on. I mean, who knows?
Dude, I have a lot of lore to tell you about these guys, too. I know this video is going a little long, but I got to say one more thing, because if you're a fan of My Chemical Romance, we need help clearing this up. So have you heard of the band The Used?
No.
So Gerard Way and the lead singer of The Used had this whole thing growing up where they pretended like they were gay and like they had a thing with each other.
Okay.
But it turned out it was never true. But they played it on so thick. They even wrote songs acting like they were like beefing and having like breaking up with each other. Yeah, they had
so it was like My Chemical Bromance, basically.
And
Gotcha.
It came out later that it was all just like they're like best
They
friends.
were just trolling.
Yeah, like there was literally videos and there was like rumors that come out be like, oh, they were caught like making out on the tour bus at this big show, like literally things like that.
That's hilarious.
And nobody really knows if it's true or not, but I mean, I don't know. It's hilarious. So I'll show you some Used some other time.
Okay.
But everybody,
that sounds like something that two friends would do just to like troll everybody.
Just to be silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly.
Just a couple of little, silly little geese,
snakes,
I wouldn't know anything
snakes.
about being a silly little goose, A couple silly little geese over here.
Yeah. You know us. That's what we are. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want us to listen to next. And shout out if you're part of the Black Parade
Gang.
And with
crew.
that, peace.
Peace.
Out.